All right, again, as you can see, doing a little work on the racetrack, so we don't want Seth and Austin getting involved in that. We'll put that on a hold for a moment. Folks, this is the 5th and final night of Speedway Northwest for the ASCS Northwest region. We have 17 drivers that have been at all 5 races this week. How about a hand for all 17 of them? And we have got some fine contingency awards to give away for these 17 drivers that are eligible. 3 contingency awards selected at random out of the 17 that competed in all races this week. First of all, set of mufflers from Flowmaster Mufflers goes to the driver of the 25C out of Bend, Oregon, Chad Groves. Chad, come on up front. Get a photo with series directors Greg Burgess and Larry Kelly. Get Travis in there. Chad, as we said, out of Bend, Oregon, second in a Rookie of the Year points race last year. And we thank Flowmaster for donating the mufflers. All right, next, 4 tires from the official tire of the ASCS Series. Hoosier goes to the 94Z out of Westland, Oregon, Zach Zimmerle. Come on, Zach. Zach, one of our rookies this year, driving for Duke and Scotty McMillan, the car out of Carmichael, California. Zach, as we said, just 15 years old in his rookie campaign. And finally, I guess this is the big one, a set of Brodix cylinder heads. Goes to the young driver once again, another 15-year-old from Sacramento, California, the 5H Justin Cox. So the 15-year-olds come through in a big way for our contingency prizes for Speed Week. Justin, of course, driving for Harley Van Dyke, longtime car owner in the Sacramento area. And congratulations again and thank you to all 17 drivers that have raced with us all week. Now for a few words, the general manager of the Grays Harbor Raceway, George Way. George?
Thanks, Fred. I'd just like to thank everybody for coming out here tonight to the 3rd annual Fred Brownfield Memorial. I'd like to thank all our visiting ASCS national drivers. Would really like to thank Tommy Estes and Emmett Hahn for making this possible. I think this has the beginnings to be one of the biggest events we're going to have at Grays Harbor Raceway, and just real happy to be here. I have to thank my staff. They've just done an outstanding job this week, especially Jenny, my office manager, just relentless, and the track crew. We got kind of a fill-in doing the grading last night. Monty Madison just did a great job and helped us out in the pinch. Slim was out here watering, I don't know how many times this week, and this morning 6 o'clock. So just have to thank all the staff and the volunteers and workers, push trucks, fire crews, everybody. Just a great show, and hope everybody has fun.
Thanks, George. Well, folks, it was a year ago when we talked with Tommy Estes, competition director with the ASCS out of Tulsa, Oklahoma. And here now, for the very first time at Grays Harbor Raceway, and the very first time in the state of Washington, the founder and president of the American Sprint Car Series, also from Tulsa, Mr. Emmett Hahn. Emmett, welcome to Grays Harbor Raceway. Good to have you here.
Well, it's a pleasure to be here, and I'm just, I want to thank George, Bud, and all the people up here for bringing our national series in here. We've been wanting to do it for a long time, just to show the people on the West Coast exactly how competitive our national series is. And I'm so proud of these guys, and I don't want my national guys to hear this, but it was good for a local guy to win our main event last night. And I think this is what made the World of Outlaws years ago, when the circus could come to town and a local guy had a chance of outrunning them. And that don't happen anymore except at Knoxville in Pennsylvania. And I think that's what we got with our series right here, where the local people have a chance to win in the main event.
Emmett, how important is it for you taking the series nationally to get a presence here in the Pacific Northwest, Washington, and Oregon next week?
It's huge, and I'm going to tell you the weather's not bad up here either. No, I think this will open some eyes of some other promoters up here, and I got to thank George and them guys for sticking their neck out to pay the purse that we run for. And it's kind of like the guy said, if you don't take a chance, you don't have a chance. But I think with our series up here for the next tonight and next weekend, it'll show some of these other people exactly what the series is all about.
When you started the American Sprint Car Series many years ago, did you ever envision this, regions all around North America, and now this great national series?
Not really, and I'm not saying this just because I'm here at Grays Harbor tonight, but our Northwest Series, and last year was their first year, and I can tell you this is the best run, most organized series of all of our 13 regions, and these guys, my hat's off to them.
How about that, folks? Fine work with Emmett. And Emmett, let's talk a little bit about the year 2009. Lucas Oil can filters coming on board to again take this to a new level. Television on Versus. How big can this get?
Well, and I think Lucas and K&N is in for the long haul. They let us bump our point fund up to $250,000, give us 12 TV shows, and I was just talking to them last week. I think in 2010 they're going to change their TV deal, and they're just going to have the 3 major series, which will be the sprint cars, the late models, and the off-road trucks. And so I think we're going to get an additional 4 TV shows next year.
Wow, well that is tremendous, isn't it, folks? And Emmett, anything you can tell us about a return visit at this point to the Northwest next year?
Well, if we can sell enough tickets at the Chili Bowl, maybe we'll have enough money to get up here next year. I hope so.
All right, Emmett, so glad you could join us here this weekend. And thanks so much for your hard work to just benefit sprint car racing in general. Thank you so much.
Well, I appreciate you guys giving us an opportunity to come up here, and I want to thank the fans. I think you people are going to see an outstanding show tonight.
All right, Emmett, thanks again so much. If it's half as good as last night, it'll be a tremendous show. All right, folks. Now it's time for the memorial lap. Again, the grandsons. 2 of them, Fred Brownfield and Debbie, to perform a memorial lap. We ask you all again to please rise. Seth Hespy and Austin Hespy, as we remember the one and only Fred Brownfield. Seth and Austin, nice job, guys. And thanks again to all the drivers, all the crews, all the officials for coming out front for opening ceremonies. Who's ready to go racing on a Saturday night?